YouTube, back again. Okay, now this is a better one. I don't like talking about the individual stuff and the oneness, because it doesn't take one to fix a problem. It doesn't take one to destroy a problem, to destroy life. Simply finish off watching the wheels by the ownership of things, and that sense of owning, and that sense of capitalism back in the 70s and the 80s really made it hard and confusing, and we lost our connection with each other without knowing it. We lost the connection with Mother Earth. We lost the connection to life because we were transferring it to money and a material world, and not realizing or knowing what we were doing at the time. So by the time I popped along and became a teenager, it looked like, and especially a mother, that we were in a community that didn't care unless you had money. And then that was a problem in itself, because if you had money, you had to go through friends, because most people didn't care for you as a person. They cared for you for the money you had, or the fame, or I know this person, so I'm pretty important. Like our Prime Minister at the moment, it's pretty sad, his way of leading the country. He's really taking a lot of pride in this virus epidemic, and it was sad watching him try and explain the medical side of it, because he has no knowledge, and just seeing him try and explain the reasons why we need isolation just made it worse. In a way, he was practically saying, okay, we're cutting off every industry except schools can stay open because we need parents to work. So he's not letting people know the real reasons why we need the isolations, and helping Australia go through this without fear, and showing Australia how maybe we can work together and help each other, because we have a good health system. It's just we need to help each other and not be so nasty and bulk buying and having fights in supermarkets and everything like that. That's why the song "What Can I Do For You" is so important, and because it takes that oneness away for me, because in Bob Dylan's side, being born just after World War II and seeing, I really feel sorry for the baby boomers now in a way, seeing the majority of people sink into this world of oneness and ownership. He must have seen something. He must have seen something to keep on going, to keep that thought of unique unity and the original concept of helping each other and showing the beauty of life to our Creator, or not waiting for our Creator to come and destroy everything and take us away to a better place. That's just silly. Like, you wouldn't want to build a house for your children and then get your children to throw you out because they didn't like your rules. That wouldn't happen, would it? Because that's what happened to my generation. We all got thrown out practically, and not a majority because we didn't agree with our parents. And with my children's generation, I saw it with them. If they didn't agree with the common goal, they were thrown out onto the street and left to fight on their own. And that causes more division, and that's why we've got such major problems. So in the song "What Can I Do For You," instead of sitting and watching the wheels go by, it suggests no matter how much hurt, how much hatred, how much suffering, how much blood you see over the word and love of God, just keep on trying your best to help each other and not wait for that one person. And even though it would have, to me, it would have caused Bob great heartache to have people worship him and adore him and think he's going to be the saviour of the world, because that's what his songs are not about. That his songs are definitely showing and lessening the confusion and giving people more freedom of choice on life and what the meaning, and either going a common way and ownership or going the unique way and sharing and caring. So I get that from that song simply because for me personally, as I've said in these videos, my chain reactions in life caused me not want to have a community aspect. I cursed myself so many days for the way I brought my children up into believing that they're unique and Eden's outside their door and they can be shining stars and they can live in a community that would help them. And because they weren't shown that, that nearly destroyed me. And then at a time when I was on my loneliness and really, really down low, all I had was music. And because I thought I failed as a mother, I failed in many ways. I brought my children up to fail in life. I brought my children up to be destroyed. But then slowly I sat back and I watched them grow. And I saw that maybe might not be the case. But more important, as a vendor, I sit on the corner of the street and I play music and I just say hello to people. And I've met so many different kinds of people in that way that I've noticed that people still want to share and care. They just don't know how to, because they believe in it. They've been told here in Australia, especially here in Australia, they have a system that our taxes help each other, but they don't, because we don't work together. That's the problem. Our health system, our welfare system is in shambles. Families are in shambles because we don't work together. We need to learn how to work together, like money's sort of learn how to work together in a way. If we learn to work together individually, then maybe we can do right by our children on a whole. And that's why the evolution of songs. Sometimes religion, I get put off the concept of Jesus saving people because all I've seen with that concept is suffering. I've seen people's souls being destroyed because they don't know what they're doing wrong and why Jesus isn't helping them, because we as a community aren't helping each other, and that's what's majorly important. So please, YouTube, take a listen to these videos. And oh, that's right, I wanted to hand on a happy note, so I thought I'd use my sign that I made up for this week for my work. Oh, so that's right. So on a whole, in a community sense in my work, I saw that people didn't care and they didn't have time. But when I became a vendor and you took that label and you took that money away and you just had that communication on a daily basis or a fortnightly basis or a couple of days whenever I can get out there lately, it's still there. The uniqueness in each other. We still want to share and care because that's what we're born to be made of. We learn to destroy more, and I think that's what this virus thing is all. In a way we can learn from it, is that maybe if we didn't spend so much time just individually owning the world and individually thinking that we're better than each other and going to war and trying to protect one country or protect one interest, instead of thinking of everyone's interests, maybe we wouldn't be in so much trouble today, and we would have a very good healthcare system all over the world that could adapt to this, because there's no excuse for it not to. So here's my sign for the day. Share and care, balanced with economic growth, and maybe, I added a few maybes, promote community stability instead of division and confusion. Maybe, because especially, maybe let's give it a try, people. That's all we can do. Don't use the songs for entertainment. Listen to the songs as stories, and don't mistranslate them into ownership. And listen to John Lennon's songs, and maybe see how you yourself, don't blame yourself for your faults. Just be like me, I suppose, and just try your best every day, because I've got a lot of faults. Many, I can tell you. I can make trillion videos about how many things I do wrong in a day, but we don't focus on that. What we focus on is what we can do each day when we walk outside that door and try to make the world a better place. I know it's airy-fairy, but hey, that's all we got left. Bye, YouTube.